Welcome to the HETV Game of the Week. This week we have the two most outstanding running teams in the mid-suburban West confronting each other. We've got Schaumburg with a 7-0 record at Fremd with a 5-2 record. Within the conference, Schaumburg is 3-0 and Fremd is 2-1. So this has title implications as far as the mid-suburban West conference. Schaumburg is coached by Mark Stilling in his 9th year. This could possibly be his best team ever. Lou Sponsel is the coach at Fremd. He's in his 2nd year. Schaumburg features Stacy Smith, who's a very talented quarterback with blazing speed. And he has tremendous speed to the outside, and he also runs the quarterback draw very well, right up the middle. The tailback right behind him is Justice McNeil Young, a 190-pounder, who mostly runs up the middle. They have 2 wide receivers on their roster that are actually play in their backfield as wingbacks, like in a T formation. And they're spread out sort of wide, and they get the ball after a crossing pattern and tend to run toward the edge of the field. They give a wide motion to the wide dimension to the Schaumburg. They give a wide. They're getting a little close here to some of these big Fremd linemen. They have a line that I'm going to say later is 6'5". The average is 6'4", 265 pounds, and we're seeing some of the big fellas right here warming up. And anyway, getting back to Schaumburg's offense, they have quite a power offense, and then they do have the wide dimension with the wide receivers running the football a lot. They've averaged 360 yards a game, 38 points a game. It's really an outstanding offense. They're going for an unbeaten season and a very high seed in the upcoming playoffs. They've already guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. Their offensive line is a real key to their success, and they've got 3 starters in the center of their offensive line that have been there for 3 years or more. Matt Soper has been there 4 years. He's a guard, a 275-pound guard. Matt Stopka, the center, is a 3-year starter, and Justin Sanchez, the other guard, the left guard, is a 265-pound guard who started for 3 years. They're joined by Alex Piotrowski at tackle, a 2nd-year man, and Mike Bruno at the left tackle, a 1st-year starter. But they've got that inner core of 3 players that have started together for 3 years in that offensive line, and that really is quite an asset for Schaumburg. The defense is led by Michael Fan, Blake Whitcamp, Connor Lipinski, Sedaris Patterson, who played a lot of running back last year, Eddie Kelly, and Ryan Wolasek are at safeties. On the other side of the field will be Fremd, with their running game is quite exceptional also. They've been running to some of the time a single wing formation, which is an old formation, very popular in the 40s and 50s in this country, and they brought it in last year because they had a lot of running talent, and it's worked very well. There aren't many high school teams that know how to defend it successfully. So they'll be running that tonight. Jeff McClade is their leading rusher. He's 107 yards per game. And Garrett Groot had a big game last week in their win over, they beat Palatine last week 28-26, and Groot gained 191 yards in that game. Sam Butler has been quarterback here for 4 years, and he got injured 4 weeks ago. He did make a comeback last week. He played for a short time, several plays. I understand he's going to play much more tonight. So if he's healthy enough to play well, that will be quite an asset and quite a pickup for Fremd, which can use his wealth of experience at the quarterback position. some of these big linemen that were warming up over here include, they're, as I said before, they're 6'4", 265 average basically. Brad Ruerdans, Jake Platts, Ryan Comstack, Dominic Lombard, Scott Hoffman, and Clayton Dukwich are some of the names on that offensive line, which has been opening the path for the second leading rushing team in the mid-suburban West Conference. On defense, Fremd has Ruerdans playing both ways. They've got Steve Walsh and Brandon Burwitz and John McNancy, and they'll be challenged tonight to try to slow down this Schaumburg running team, which has not been held to under 300 yards all year, and they've averaged 360. Basically tonight, the contest will be decided by which defense is able to slow down the running game of the opponent the most. That should produce the outcome here tonight. It should be quite a contest between these two fine running teams.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early night what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red above the air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors and passengers, oh, the land
Well, Bruce Anderson here with John Anderson at Hale Hillebrand Field and at Fremd High School, where the Fremd Vikings are hosting the Schaumburg Saxons. The Vikings are 5-2 and 2-1 in the MSL, and the Saxons are undefeated at 7-0, 3-0 in the MSL. So the Vikings hoping to knock off Schaumburg here, get themselves a piece of the MSL lead. They bring both teams to 3-1. We'll see if they're able to do it here tonight. Fremd's lined up to kick it off, waiting for Schaumburg to take the field, and here they come. Stacy Smith will be back, waiting to receive the ball for Schaumburg, along with Shandal Thomas. So we'll be underway in just a moment. Andrew Stark getting ready to kick it off. And there's the kick. It's up and it's back and it's a touchback. Stark generally getting a touchback each time he kicks the ball off. So Schaumburg will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20.
We'll get an early look at this Schaumburg running attack led by Stacy Smith, who is averaging about 170 yards a game rushing, I believe. 171 per game average on the season, and that is by far the highest in the conference. I believe Fremd has the second leading rusher in McClade at 107 a game. There's Stacy over the center.
Handoff up the middle, going nowhere. Maybe
that time,
maybe a half a yard.
Fremd putting tremendous pressure right on the center of the line there, and makes the stop after about a 1-yard gain.
Hopefully the Fremd offense will get a a boost today from getting Sam Beutler, their quarterback, back for this game.
Here goes Stacy on a quarterback draw play right up the middle.
Picked up about 5 yards on that. So bring up 3rd and a short 5. If you can stop Stacy Smith, you can stop Schaumburg. Smith up the middle again, picks up a couple yards, but he's going to be short of the first down. Palatine able to shoot the gap and bring Smith down after a short game at 4th and 2, and Schaumburg's going to punt.
So a rather auspicious start for Fremd there to get a 3 and out on the opening series, and showed some real aggressive play in their defensive front 7 there.
Ryan Walasek on to do the punting for Schaumburg. That's also Stacy Smith quite often. A lone line drive that bounces, taken at the 46, and then dropped after about a run back of 5 yards is number 1, L. Cutler.
Now we'll take a look at the counterpart, the Fremd running attack, which usually is one or another of the various tight 4-back formations, inclusive of the single wing. This time they really got by the time the ball was hiked, they had 4 people near the ball, but they didn't start out quite that way.
Jeff McGlade up the middle. Looks like he picked up about 3 yards on that. Out to the 45. Fremd with very good field position to start off here. Fremd direct snapping to any of the men in the backfield there. You never know who's going to get it. And looks like they picked up maybe another yard there. So we're looking at about 3rd and 6. Actually, no gain on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 7.
Now they have 4 men in the backfield with
picked outside, out to number 22, gets the corner and the first down.
That's
out
Groot,
over the 45 of Schaumburg.
It's Groot, who had a big 191 yards of offense last week in their close win over Palatine, 28-26 against the intra-town rival Palatine. But Fremd racked up tremendous rushing yardage, close to 400 yards, I believe, in that contest last Friday.
Hand off to the motion man. That's Groot again. Or McGlade, I'm sorry. Around the corner there. Picking up about 9 yards on that carry. So the Fremd running game getting going early.
Fremd working with a blocking back this time.
McGlade up the middle on the keeper, and he's got the first down and more. Pickup of about 5 yards on that.
McGlade had quite a game last week. Gained 178 yards in that game against Palatine.
Ball is on the 28-yard line of the Saxons. Vikings with 2 wide receivers, split right. Pitches to Groot. Picks up 2 or 3 yards. We'll see where they spot it.
The running game is working fairly well so far. They've moved down the field here. And thus far we haven't seen Beutler in the game, but we're told that he will play tonight and play a significant number of downs.
We gave him 1 yard on that carry, so 2nd and 9. McGlade trying up the middle again. He's hitting the backfield, stumbles forward, maybe picked up another yard. Not much there.
Now it looks like Beutler is out on the field. He's in the huddle calling the next play. That's the four-year man for a rare 4-year quarterback for a high school team.
Beutler passing. He has his man, 24 out to the left. Complete. Matt Konopka on that reception. And it looks like he's got another first down out to the 15-yard line. Actually, they're marking it at the 16-yard line, but it's still a first down. So Beutler completes his first pass, giving Fremd a new set of downs. 6:35 left in the first period.
More of a spread formation here with Beutler in there.
Hands off to the motion man. Up across the 15. Looks like he's picked up 4 yards on the play. So 2nd and 6 coming up here. The Vikings looking very good on this first drive. Beutler out again. McGlade up the middle, big haul. Close to the 5-yard line.
Big haul, and he ran very hard through it. And that brings up 3rd and about 1. All the way down to the 7-yard line.
So 3rd and 1. Hands it off to the motion man, Groot around the right side, and he's in for the score.
In for the touchdown there. Very impressive drive for Fremd here. First time they had the ball, and they moved right down the field very steadily, picking up first downs and into the end zone on that play to Groot.
A lot of uncertainty on defense. Who is going to get that ball? So 5:16 left in the first quarter. Stark waiting the point after. It's up. And it's no good. Off to the left.
A rare miss. Stark is an exceptional kicker. We saw him kick a couple of very long field goals in recent games and just pushed that one off just a little ways.
That snap a little bit high, getting back to the holder, may have thrown him off a little bit. But Fremd with a 6-0 lead. 5:16 remaining, and Fremd will be kicking it off.
So first time out, Schaumburg was stopped with a fairly rare 3 and out. Haven't been a lot of those this year for the league leading and unbeaten Saxons of Schaumburg, who have not been held to under 300 yards rushing yet this season. They're averaging 360. Their games have been very uniform. They've been, you know, in the 300 area. They've been over 400 a couple of times. And they've scored an average of 38 points, with many games clustered right around that average.
Stark, another touchback. So Schaumburg once again starting at their own 20-yard line.
Kicking strength of Stark sets Fremd up with good field position to defend.
He's got an amazing leg for a high school kicker.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, for tonight's Orange Out, you can buy t-shirts near the ticket booth. In honor of Fremd staff member TJ Val.
The Schaumburg offense on the field, ready to start their second possession. Hand off to the motion man, number 3 around the left side, and he runs for a first down. That's Ryan Tuma.
And he's one of those, he's one of the 2 that are listed as wide receivers. And as you saw there, he ran the football, and that's primarily what he does. He's like a running back that's set in a wide position as they line up.
Picked up about 14 yards on that carry. Handoff coming back the other way. Tuma again. Again around the corner. Close to a first down. There's a flag. Personal foul against Fremd, probably a hit out of bounds there. That'll tack on 15 to the end of the run. Move the ball into Fremd territory.
So we see them come out with the wide dimension that the so-called wide receivers, actually wingbacks, give this offense after being stopped with the up the middle running in their first series. They're looking to turn the corner and go wide.
Well, it worked for Fremd. Schaumburg says, hey, let's give that a try.
Smith takes
taking it.
The hike. Looks, reads, and squirts through for about 5-6 yards there.
About 5 yards. They're putting it down around the outside the 35. So about a 4-yard gain.
Girls volleyball varsity players, please report to the north entrance near the end zone for quarter 1 recognition.
So Schaumburg looking to answer the Fremd score here. High snap. Smith is able to grab it.
He cuts back, and he's close to a first down on that cutback. He just turned that in, and
just a little short.
A little bit short of picking up a first down on that.
So 3rd and about 1.
Has absolutely blazing speed. He's listed at 155 pounds. He seems to play a little bigger than that. He's not easy to bring down, and he's got that tremendous speed. He's waiting for the snap. He keeps it again.
Smith.
And breaks in.
Picked up about 6 yards where he needed one.
One tackler remaining there that met him head on and stopped him, but Smith getting up a little slowly that time.
Looked like one of his own men was on top of him there. So Schaumburg moving smartly here on their second possession. Luke Greska brings the play in.
So now they're in a rare wide set. They use that, but they do have a man in motion here.
Hand off to number 3, Ryan Tuma, seeing quite a bit of carry this second time around. Picks up roughly 5 yards.
Came crossing from his left wide receiver position and went in motion and took that and curled it in for a nice gain. Stacy Smith looking things over. He's going to keep it himself again. He's got some running room. He slipped through. Now he's brought down right around, looks like about the 14. They'll probably mark this one. We're actually up quite a bit more.
Don't know
all the way up.
Don't know if that was supposed to be a keeper or not. Smith bobbled that high snap and didn't seem to have much choice but to take it himself, but it works out.
Made it all the way, forward motion all the way up almost to the 10-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal from the 10. Smith keeping it around the right side. He's dropped a yard or two short, but another good game for Schaumburg.
Stacy Smith down to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
So down to the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal now from the 3. Schaumburg. Certainly they have the weapons to get in the end zone. 1:30 showing on the first clock. Smith healing up.
What looks like a passing formation here, but Schaumburg has a habit of running out of these.
Hand off to number 3, Tuma, and he
curls around and in.
Touchdown.
On that drive, the handoff to Tuma crossing was extremely effective and gained a lot of yardage and sort of opened up things for Smith to dart through the middle when he didn't hand it off. So Schaumburg is on the board with 1:16 remaining in the first quarter.
See if Schaumburg can take the lead here with the extra point. Kick is up, and it looks to be good, and it is.
Off of what we've seen so far, it could be a long night for both of the defenses with these two fine offensive running attacks here tonight, executing as well as they have on the last 2 drives.
And you gotta wonder if that missed extra point will come back to haunt Fremd. It's given Schaumburg the 1-point advantage here in the first quarter. 1:16 left to play in the first.
Both of these teams will be headed toward the playoffs, and Fremd is definitely 8A. Schaumburg is on the bubble between 7 and 8A. They played 8A last year, and they played 7A back in 2010, and all depends on the size of the teams that make the playoffs.
So 85 going to kick it off. That's Niles Hay. Coming down about the 15. Taken by number 4 out to about the 25. Nate Nataro. So Nataro with about a 5 or 10-yard run back from starting at the 26-yard line. So Fremd looking to see if they can regain the lead here.
Beutler back out there and appears to be moving around pretty well, and amazingly quick recovery from his injury.
Keeping it up the middle.
Or that was actually a hike to
that was
21 McGlade.
You never know who's going to get that direct snap. McGlade splitting out to the right now.
We're seeing a little single wing now here.
Root up the middle, little to no gain. Looks like they're going to give him maybe a half a yard. It's about 3rd and 6 here. Looks like Fremd going to run out the time here, under 10 seconds. And we're going to end the first quarter with Schaumburg leading 7-6.
Fremd will have a little time to get some input from their coaches as to what the call should be here and go over the situation. So with 3rd and 4 at the 33, they can spend a little extra time deciding what they want to do.
Well, both offenses looking good early on.
Both looking good, and both have come close to springing someone for something fairly long. Most of the games have been more in the 4 to 6 yard range, but it won't be long until one of these backs breaks the tackle and is off to the races the way things are going here.
Schaumburg is starting out trying to use the power game up the middle, and it didn't work, so they've gone to more of the speed game out around the edges, and that worked well for them on that second drive.
Now Fremd has Beutler, and he can mix it in with a pass now and then. He's got quite a strong arm, and for a high school quarterback, an unusual amount of experience. And so that's a dimension that they have with him that gives them an aspect that complements their running game very, very nicely.
Fremd with one pass so far tonight, and it was complete. So 3-man backfield.
A single wing look again, and
Beutler's keeping it around the right side, and he's out close to the first down.
Beutler showing that he can take some punishment there, carrying the football on a designed run.
So 1st and 10 for Fremd. Good to see Beutler running and making contact and getting up and coming back for more. That first hit is always big.
Well, we saw Fremd set an all-time Fremd record, second game of the season for offense. Here's Beutler.
Back, puts it up deep.
Throws it deep. He's got
number 14.
Just at the last moment.
That was underthrown to Andrew Stark.
Yeah, it was just a little underthrown, and the Schaumburg defender, I believe that's number 6, was able to get in the way of that one and break it up. It's Shandell Thomas, I believe, would be the cornerback that was out there on that one for Schaumburg.
A little too much air under that. Close to a big play there for the Vikings. So 2nd and 10.
Single wing again.
Handoff up the middle. Looks like he's picked up about 3 yards. That's number 21, Jeff McGlade.
Coaches around the league have probably gone on the internet or dusted off old playbooks to try to figure out how to defend this single wing, which has not been in much use for the last 40 years or so.
They pulled that out last year when I believe Beutler was injured as well. Beutler back, throws, has complete to number 24. A diving clutch by Konopka right out near the first down marker. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like he's about a foot short. Looks like Fremd going to go for it here.
To some degree, a matter of pride. A lot of teams feel if you can't make half a yard, you don't deserve to win.
Keeper up the middle. He was
met very forcefully.
Hit right at the line.
Going to be a close call. did he get any forward motion at all there? Didn't need much. I think they gave him a little. Let's see where it is.
Now it's gone over.
Gone over to Schaumburg. He fell short. So Fremd, with all its offensive power, was not able to do it that time. A fine stop by Schaumburg.
From the line, not able to get any push at all on that. So 1st and 10 for Schaumburg on the Fremd 47. Good field position. Keeper by Smith.
Breaks to the outside after initially going straight ahead, and he got tremendous, turned the corner and brought it all the way down to about the 5. Tremendous explosive speed out of that. He ran straight ahead and then bobbed to his left and broke out running and showed us his blazing speed, and he's down to the, looks like about the 6 yard line, just like that.
So 1st and goal here for Schaumburg.
The first real long run of the night.
Smith, a keeper,
Smith
off the right side,
and
taken down from behind after a gain of about 3.
Getting some good blocking, and when that happens, a runner with his capabilities is going to do a lot of things with the football.
Ball on the 2 yard line. 2nd and 2.
Now they're in a power I.
Hand off.
I think that's Young going straight ahead. He's the big tailback. Hasn't seen the ball too much tonight, but he carried that one into the end zone, and Schaumburg has the lead.
So Justice McNeil.
That drive highlighted by a big 40-yard or so run by Smith, where he went straight ahead and turned quickly and broke it out to the left and got them all the way down to deep into the red zone.
The kick is up and it's good.
So with that, it's a 13-6 lead with
14-6 lead.
Excuse me, a 14-6 lead with 8:35.
So Schaumburg able to take that and march right down the field. Stacy Smith trying to turn it into a track meet there. Picked up a chunk of yardage on that one run.
8:35 remaining in the half, and with all the running, the time is flying by in this football game. It's been a few passes. I don't believe has Schaumburg passed at all. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And Fremd has tried
2 passes. There, got one of them. Came close on the second.
So the rest, as expected, has been on the ground, and we've had a total of 3 touchdowns scored so far. We still have well over, a half of football, a half and 8 minutes to go.
So Nils Hay again to kick it off. Hay moves forward, the kick is up, it's going to be short again. Taken at the 20. Number 4 breaks free for out to about the 42-yard line.
That was Notaro. He's a senior, 5'10", 174 pounds. Took that one on a nice return.
So Fremd will start off with good field position at their own 42. 8:29 left in the first half.
After moving nicely, Schaumburg stopped them on that 4th and short, the last series.
Hand off to Groot, the motion man, and he makes it around the right side. Looks like he's got a first down.
That crossing play with Groot has been very effective for Fremd tonight. It is again here with about a 12-yard gain or so.
So both teams making use of the motion handoff.
Beutler is out there as a wide receiver right now.
So 22, Garrett Groot, not much around the left side. Picked up a yard, looks like. Be 2nd and 9.
Just like that, Mike Zurich back on top of Louisville, 7-3 as Matt Moon gets in the end zone with 8:17 left in the first quarter.
Vikings pick up a yard, 2nd and 9 at the 46.
Lost here to the Bears. That's been out. Good possession. Just 3 wins this far for your Cats.
So handoff to Groot again in motion. Catches the outside.
Crossing pattern to the right, and he's picked up another big chunk of yardage.
It's like about 6 yards. So bring up 3rd and 2.
Inside the 40, ball is marked at the 39-yard line, 3rd and 2.
So those wide runs working for both teams. McGlade up the middle, breaks a couple tackles.
Oh boy.
Across the 20-yard line.
Tremendous balance there. Broke tackles, maintained his balance. That time Schaumburg, when the ball was hiked, they had a total of 9 guys in the box, but 9 was not enough. McGlade was able to break a tackle and maintain his footing and get a big gain right up the middle.
Those outside runs, good for opening it up.
Looks like Groot again.
Yep, hands off to the motion man. Not much there this time.
Cut it in tight there and didn't have too much.
Looks like he picked up about a yard. Trying to run it to the short side of the field. 6:17. McGlade up the middle, across the 15 to about the 14. So that'll make it 3rd and about 6, it looks like.
Jeff McGlade inside the 15, ball's marked at the 14-yard line. Vikings have a 3rd and 6.
See what Fremd's going to do here, 3rd and 6.
Taking a little extra time there with Beutler talking it over with his players and looking at the sideline for plays being sent in, and has the look of a pass play here, 3rd, and taking a lot of time to get ready.
There's a timeout.
There's timeout now.
Timeout, Vikings.
Vikings want to talk it over. So 5:29 left. Fremd's going to talk it over. They need to score here to pull back to within 1 point, or maybe go for the 2-point play to see if they can tie it up. But they've got to score first. And to do that, they'll need 6 yards for the first down.
In the games we've seen this year, Schaumburg has had some pretty active play out of the linebackers, Connor Lipinski and Blake Whitcamp.
Schaumburg with good team speed on both sides of the ball. The defense able to run with the offense of their opponents. And the offense generally able to run away from the defenses of their opponents. Fremd looking to match him here tonight. Fremd offense back on the field, lining it up. They've got the full house backfield.
And only one player wide, so this looks like a run. It sure is.
Oh, taken down, number 22, Garrett Groot, with no place to go. They're going to lose on that play.
That was, I think that was number 8. I think that was Sedaris Patterson in there on that one from his linebacker position, making the tackle on Groot.
So it looks like Fremd going to go for a field goal here. Stark.
36-yard attempt, and Stark certainly has the ability to do this.
So up.
And that's right down the middle. That splits the uprights. So Fremd gets 3 points out of this drive. And it is a Schaumburg 14, Fremd 9 ball game with 4:40 left in the first half of play.
So Schaumburg with the 5-point lead. Fremd going to need to hold him here without a score and get the ball back. But Schaumburg seeming to hit their stride, scored their last 2 possessions.
Fremd opened with a scoring drive and hasn't found the end zone since. And stopped on 4th and real short once, and now stopped, held to a field goal on this drive. So their drives are running out of steam toward the end, whereas Schaumburg has found a way to move the ball and get it right down into the end zone. So they lead 14-9.
So the kickoff, it's up. Looks like it's not going to make the end zone. Comes down about the 10. Fakes the reverse. And there's a flag coming out. But he's out to about the 35, 36-yard line. Good return by Thomas.
Thomas, who plays a lot of defensive back, returning that ball here on the kickoff.
Looks like it's going to be against Schaumburg. Holding was
that penalty is declined. Then we have a illegal block in the back.
Holding and then illegal block in the back. The holding was declined. The illegal block in the back was accepted. That'll put him back to around the 20-yard line. Now they're moving back some more.
From the spot of the foul. And the Saxons should have the football first and 10.
So close to the 11-yard line. So that's a huge penalty for Schaumburg.
This is where Stacy likes to slip through and past everyone and just go for a long run. Not this time though.
Going nowhere. Tried to cut it back.
Tried to go back, and there were about 3 Fremd players waiting for him.
Dropped for about a loss of a yard there.
I think everybody's been looking at the films, and Stacy has made a lot of big gains this year by starting one way and then cutting back with blazing speed, and if somebody's not expecting it, he can break those. That time Fremd was ready.
So handoff, no, keeper by Smith. Tries the middle, pickup of about 3. So 3rd and 8 coming up here. Fremd looking for a stop here. Like to get the ball back, see if they can possibly take the lead. but they need the 3 and out here. So 3:25 left.
Wide formation this time.
Keeper by Smith.
Smith
And
slips
he's
through.
got a big gain.
He's got a real big gain. Oh, he's just caught there by number 36. That is
John Van Dyke, or Van Duke. John Van
Senior-
Duke saving a
senior
touchdown.
defensive back for Fremd, made a touchdown saving tackle there. Had he not made that, it was just going to be a futile chase to try to catch up to Smith on that one.
So Schaumburg out to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Smith keeping it again
Smith.
up the middle, big haul.
Tremendous blocking on that one by the inside of that Schaumburg line, and he's gone.
And for the score.
He's gone. That's it. Inside of that line, the core of it, the center and the 2 guards played together for 3 years. And they opened a nice big hole for Smith that time. He ran through it and no one had a chance.
So Schaumburg extending their lead, now 20-9. 2:41 left. The kick is up and it's good. So 21-9, the Schaumburg lead. From getting the ball back with about 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half. And they're going to have to work kind of quickly.
That appeared to be right off of left of the center. That would have been Justin Sanchez and
teeing it up. If I were defending Schaumburg, I'd have somebody assigned to Smith every snap. Put a spy on him. Here's the kickoff. Coming down about the 10-yard line. Notaro out close to the 30-yard line. About the 29. So a decent return for Fremd. They'll have fair field position. So 2:35 to go here. Fremd with 71 yards to go for the score. Keeper up the middle going nowhere. I think that was McGlade who took the snap and tried the center, and he lost a yard. Just not a whole lot of room there up the middle for Fremd. Maybe need to go back to that end around again. From trying to get something going behind those big linemen. Not able to do it. Butler back. Oh, the ball knocked out.
Schaumburg with 8 men in the box that time, and Fremd elected to throw a pass, but it's incomplete.
Dukwich not quite able to hang on to that. Had 2 men defending him there. Could have been picked off. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. Minute 47. From needing to do something here, they don't want to give Schaumburg the ball back, because it hasn't been taking them long to score. So a timeout here. Vikings taking a timeout. They want to talk it over, because they really need to make something happen here.
We're down to 1:47 in the half. So I think we'll see Beutler in there and throwing the football a little bit more than they have thus far to try to make this a 16-21 game rather than a 21-9 half.
Beutler's put up 3 balls, all of them catchable, but he's 1 for 3 this evening.
Beutler does seem to be physically in pretty good shape. He's moving about pretty well and has run the football a few times. So it's an impressive recovery from what was thought to be a pretty tough knee injury about 4 weeks ago.
When Beutler came out before the game, he had a knee brace on, but he's not wearing it here in the game. And he is moving pretty well. So 3rd and 11.
Only 2 wide
and
receivers. They give it to Groot.
And he is tripped up after about a 6-yard gain, maybe.
Play was working real well, or the Groot on crossing pattern coming across on sort of an end-around type play. It's 4th down, and
Schaumburg calls a timeout, saving some clock with 1:41.
1:41, and Fremd will have to kick it away. It gives the high-powered Schaumburg offense another opportunity. Even though they run all the time, it doesn't take long to score. If Tracy Smith gets an opening, he can run the length of this field very quickly.
Stacy Smith has had a few big runs.
And probably another 6 or 7 that were stopped after 5 yards, but by one tackler holding on, you know. So he's having a good night, as usual. Nobody has found the solution to stopping this Schaumburg run game. So far tonight, Fremd hasn't found it.
So, ready for the punt. Stark gets it up. It's a short kick. Oh, fumbled, and it looked like Fremd may have recovered it.
That's the kind of break that Fremd was looking for, and they got it. They got the football on that. I don't believe the fair catch was called, and it probably should have been. It was a very high punt, short, not real long. The wiser choice would have been a fair catch there. But in the excitement of having players breathing down on him, he lost control, and Fremd has the football now at the 39 of Schaumburg.
So
and enough time to work with here to tighten up this ball game before the half.
At the Saxon 39.
Okay, so they finally got the ball spotted out there. Minute 31. And whistles blow right at the snap. So we did not get that play off. Schaumburg calls a timeout. Schaumburg in a little bit of disarray after that turnover. So this could be the break that Fremd needed here. They definitely did not want to fall any farther behind. And they've got another chance here to score. Inside the 40, they're almost in Stark's field goal range right now. But Fremd needing the touchdown here. That would pull them to within 5, trailing 21-9 here.
innings, and they have certainly responded well over the years.
So the Vikings back out onto the field. The Saxons taking up their positions.
Beutler back. He throws a little
Inside
shuttle
pitch.
pass forward to
96 on that carry. That's Pat McMahon. So he picked up about 3 on the carry.
McMahon plays some defensive line for Fremd.
So flea flicker back to. Oh, too far, but there's a flag on the play.
Flag, he may have been held up at one point. The receiver may have been held up. Or perhaps he pushed off on the defender. We'll see here in just a second.
That intended for Matt Konopka. Pass interference on Schaumburg. So that'll be a first down. So they spotting the ball just inside the 15-yard line. That's a huge penalty.
Tremendous. First they got the fumble. Now they've got this big penalty. Fremd is really putting a drive together here with, it looks like they're going to walk it back. That seemed like it was a little too far on that play.
They haven't moved the down markers yet.
So it looks like the officials are going to mark it right at about the 26-yard line.
So not sure what that was. The ref giveth and the ref taketh away.
So 1st and 10 from the 26 and 47 seconds the clock is running.
So
there's
fakes the handoff.
Beutler again, looking, now he's running.
Beutler
and he runs it out of bounds.
Right about the line of scrimmage.
That took at least 10 seconds off. We're down to 36.5 seconds left to play in the half. Second down. Still, ball remains at the 26.
Amazing that Beutler is able to run so well after tearing the ACL about 3 weeks ago.
Unusual to see a player back that soon.
So handoff to the motion man. That's Root again, number 22.
This time that play works. It's Fremd has gotten, or Schaumburg has gotten fairly good at stopping it the last few times, but that time it went for about 7 yards.
So 3rd and 3 coming up, just past the 20-yard line. 32.8 seconds left to go. Fremd's going to have to go in a hurry here. I believe Fremd has 1 timeout left. So they can do 1 play up the middle. Again to Groot,
this is
around the right
play
side.
With Groot again. This time he's got pretty good running room, but he's out of bounds. The ball did come out, but he was out of bounds by that time. And that play has gained yardage, and it's stopping the clock every time he goes out of bounds. So now we're still have 27 seconds to work with.
The ball on the 11-yard line.
Fremd all the way down to 11, and they're thinking maybe probably have enough time for 2 or 3 more plays here.
So it's going to be a pass out to the right. Over the head of Konopka.
Pretty well covered that time, and the pass was a little long. That puts us at 22.5 seconds left.
22.5 seconds remaining beforehand.
Second down.
Down and 10. Saxon 11.
Konopka, the receiver of choice for Beutler. Haven't been able to connect very much this evening.
Halftime at Palatine. Barrington leading the Pirates 14-0. Lake Zurich now leading Louisville 20-3.
So 2nd and 10.
Mike Pitts, Alma Mater.
Looking right. In. No, he's caught it. But he's out about the 1 yard line. 18 seconds left.
Down to the 1 yard line, and that's
so first down, 1st and goal to go from the 1. 18.6 seconds.
I would think McLeod would get the football here and try to pound it in.
Had a lot of luck up the middle.
I think it'll. No, it goes to Groot, and
he's in.
He's in.
Touchdown. Groot off the right side.
Slicing across. It's that motion from his left halfback position. Coming across to the right, and this time he turns it in and right into the end zone.
So 21-15.
Between the turnover and a pass interference play mixed in with a few runs by Groot, they've manufactured a touchdown here with 15.2 seconds to go. And this game has tightened up significantly just before the half.
That touchdown made possible by the fumbled punt on Schaumburg's.
Fumbled punt, and then the big interference penalty. Those two things contributed tremendously to this touchdown. That plus those two things plus a few Groot runs, and here we are. A much closer halftime game. It should be 21-16, we assume, but although Stark has missed an extra point tonight, which is unusual for him.
An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Schaumburg moves the ball up half the distance, but they're still going to kick it. The kick up, and it's good. So 16-21, the Fremd deficit with 15 seconds left to go. We'll have the kick in just a moment.
I know some of those kids. I tell you, I know some of those kids. I'm not going to say names. I'm just going to tell you that they're Fremd super fans. They'll go back and they'll watch it. Don't worry, we see you, Riley. We see you, friends.
Well, Schaumburg will try to, or Fremd will try to keep it away from some of the speed merchants that Schaumburg has. The way to do that is to kick it in the end zone, which they've done a couple times tonight.
Well, the clock is going to be in Fremd's favor on this one with only 15.2 seconds.
From your opponent's territory, the ball is going to be spotted.
So going to guess that we're going to go into halftime with a
assessed a penalty there, so the ball has been moved up, and this will make it all that much easier to put it in the end zone. The ball is sitting on the 45-yard line of Schaumburg. This ball is going
out of
deep
the end zone, into the band.
So that one is way beyond the reach of anybody on Schaumburg, with lots of room to spare on that one. So Schaumburg will put it in play with only 15.2 seconds.
And 80 yards to go. So are we going to see the first Schaumburg pass of the evening here, or are they going to run it and run out the clock?
That was a 55-yard kick. Of course, without the tee, but
Stacy likes to roll and then fake a pass and cut it back. That's been effective for him, and we could see that here. Although now on this, looks like Fremd is in some type of a prevent defense. They've got 3 defensive backs playing fairly deep.
And there's a flag. Looks like a delay of game. It is delay of game. So that'll make it 1st and 15.
First and 15.
Still, we're not going to see the big formation. Looks like head coach Mark Stilling for the Saxons, wondering what he was scoring on.
So we'll see what Schaumburg has in mind here with 15 seconds left to go. Smith keeping it, rolling right.
Try to run it, he's going out of bounds.
Bounds about the 20-yard line. Not much of a gain, maybe 2 yards.
It's a little harder for him to break one here with this defense laying back as much as it is.
Giving him 4 yards there. Now they're marking it back to the 21. That's closer to where I thought it was. 10 seconds left. Oh, over Smith's head. And he's going to fall on it, and he's...
Safety.
Where are they going to mark it? I think
looks like it.
They're saying he recovered it about the 1-yard line. Timeout was called. Let's see what's going on here.
Even still, you must make Schaumburg run one more play. If you're loose sponsor, you have to get the timeout call. Stacy Smith fell on the football. That's going to be the half. That's going to be the half.
Oh wow!
So that's the
Apparently,
half.
time ran out on with Schaumburg retaining possession on the 1, but time ran out.
Looked like it was close to a safety there.
Very close to a disastrous end for the half for Schaumburg. For a while there, I thought that was going to be recovered by Fremd. And then it looked like it might be a safety, and they got out of it with just the clock running out with Schaumburg in possession on about the 1-yard line.
They're saying so that Smith fell on it about the 1.
That leaves us at 21-16. It came precariously close from Schaumburg's standpoint to being a 23-21 deficit there, the way that ball was heading toward the end zone. So they're happy to get off the field at 21-16 after that bobble right at the end of the half. So we've seen a lot of good running on both sides, but most especially on Schaumburg. The Fremd game seems to be built around Grote tonight for the most part, and he's picked up a lot of yardage. He was their leading rusher last week with 191, and he's doing well tonight. Halftime show going on.
Okay, we're back to start the second half. Schaumburg going to kick it away, leading 21-16. So Fremd will get the ball to start the second half here. And a chance to either cut down on the lead or possibly take the lead themselves. Schaumburg mistakes really keeping Fremd in this game, the end of the first half.
And they got away with one at the end of the half there with Stacy Smith almost losing the ball in the end zone there. So
kick is up, it's low, comes down at the 15, out to the 30-yard line. That again, number 4, Nate Nataro.
See if that big Fremd offensive line can assert itself more. The Schaumburg defenders have been doing quite a job tonight at times. That looks like that slicing angular play with, well, was that Groot? Groot again, yeah.
For about 4 yards around the right side.
Play that they've used, it runs on a diagonal with Groot coming from his left position and going to the right and slicing across the Schaumburg defense. They've stopped it a few times, but most of the time it picks up yardage. There's McGlade with a power run right up the middle.
So we've got 3rd and 2 forthcoming. So a couple 4-yard runs. McGlade up the middle, keeper, and he's got the first down.
Good blocking by the Fremd offensive line there, and then they're moving there.
Didn't need a whole lot
down
of
markers,
yardage.
and it's a first down at the 42 of Fremd, for Fremd. Here we go with the single wing again.
Front snap to number 21, McGlade. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards.
McGlade for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
They're going to give him 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up here. Hand off to the motion man, bounces off one tackler and then dragged down across the 50.
On that same play again that they've used so many times, and it's effective again and sets up 3rd and 1. It's probably set up McGlade pounding into the middle here. There's the single wing. Beutler gets it. Short pass, complete.
Out to Matt Konopka, about the 45-yard line for a first down. So trying to warm up the passing game here.
Interesting matchup here with all these big linemen on Fremd. Here we'll see the play and then I'll tell that story.
Keeper by Groot around the left side.
He's got running room. He's got a first down and more. Down to about the 27, 28-yard line.
They're going to mark it at the 29, it looks like.
One of the matchups that
16-yard gain.
Lopsided, and I know the defensive linemen are smaller than offense, but Chris Ambruzzo for Schaumburg in the middle of their defense is 170.
McGlade again up the middle, a keeper, and he almost broke it. shoestring tackle there about the 16-yard line.
That was 22 for Schaumburg, holding on to the shoestrings of McGlade. That's Ryan Wolosik, 5'11", 175-pound defensive back.
So Fremd having an impressive drive here to start the second half. Another
Here goes Groot again.
Groot.
He's become quite a ball carrier.
There's a flag.
Last week he was 191 yards. Tonight he's piling up a lot of yardage. That time there's a flag, and so we're going to see a walk-off.
Hold against Fremd. So that'll take him back 10 yards. So 1st and 20 coming up here. The ball on the 28-yard line. Oh, that could be a costly penalty for
First
Fremd.
and very long, first and about 22 yards it looks like.
Hand off to number 22.
That's Groot again.
Number 8, Sedaris Patterson, able to get a hold of the vest and hang on for dear life.
So, sort of like he was taking a little ride there. That's literally holding on to the coattails.
Yes.
The original line of scrimmage was the 16-yard line.
Or is the tearaway jersey when you need it?
Here's 53 for Schaumburg in the center of their defense there. He's only 170. Going up against these 250, 60, 70 pounders from Fremd.
Fake the handoff, he's back. Got number 10 open, and he's in for the touchdown. A.J. Helverson on the reception.
And Fremd has the lead in the football game for the
second time.
Second time tonight. Yeah, they had their first drive.
They went up 6-0.
Went up 6-0 and then lost it to Schaumburg until now with 7:32 in the third quarter. They're back on top again.
Well, it looks like they're going to go for 2 here, try to stretch the lead to 3. Might as well. Single extra point doesn't gain you much here. Full house backfield. Beutler with it.
Beutler
right.
again.
Oh, there's a flag.
But a flag down. And who's it on? I see Schaumburg people clapping. You would think fat pass defense, pass interference on the defense, but what is it?
Pass interference on Schaumburg.
It is pass interference on Schaumburg, and somehow they may have thought that it was going to go the other way, but that's part of the drama technique of football players sometimes. Trying to...
They haven't spotted the ball yet. So what? It said the ball was tipped, so there's no penalty. Wow.
No penalty. Ball was tipped before it got into the area of the receiver.
Well, if the ball was tipped, there'd be no pass interference. But it sure took them a long time to figure that out.
It was a very mild tip. Didn't cause the ball to flutter up in the air and spin. But that leaves the score 22-21 in favor of Fremd now, with 7:32 to go in the third quarter.
Chilly evening here at Fremd High School.
8th game of the season, and this one has heavy title implications.
Kick just short of the goal line. Oh, and he's dropped about the 17-yard line. Saying it's 48 degrees out. Overcast. Feels colder than that.
Schaumburg, of course, unbeaten, and Fremd has only one loss within the conference, and so they're still in the mix. If they can hold on and beat Schaumburg tonight, they'd be tied with Schaumburg in the conference going into the final week.
Yes, they will.
And
oh, collision in the background. Number 21 able to reverse field, Justice McNeil Young. Looks like he could have been dropped for a loss after that collision in the backfield, but he turns it around, runs it back the other way, gets a first down out around the 30-yard line. 31-yard line. Talk about making something out of nothing. So hands it off to the motion man. Not a lot of room that time. Fremd waiting for it. Number 3, Ryan Tuma, picks up about 2 yards there. So 2nd and 8 coming up here. 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. So Smith back for a pass. Has his man open, that's number 20, Tyler Watson. So the first pass for Schaumburg is complete, but it looks like they're bringing it back.
did they say he lost control of the ball? From our vantage point here, the ball was on the other side of the receiver, and it may have slipped out on his way down. That's apparently what happened, and so that brings up 3rd and fairly long, about 7 or 8. Smith back for the snap, and
keeper able to juke.
He reverses his field. Now he's going real deep.
Oh, there's a clip.
And there's flags all over the place.
That's going to be a huge loss for Schaumburg. Smith thrown for a loss, plus the clip.
They may be.
Fremd will probably decline this. You've got a sack, you don't need the penalty.
All the way back to the 25-yard line, and Smith was corralled. Fremd had a lot of players looking for that reverse in the field that he does so well. So the ball on the 25, we've got 2 punt returners in for Fremd at about their own 40.
Good pursuit by the Fremd defense. There's the punt. Oh,
fairly short punt coming down just beyond the 50.
May not have crossed the 50. No, it didn't. They're saying it's out. The 41-yard line. That was a terrible punt. Must have gone off the side of his foot.
Oh. Out of bounds all the way back at the 41 of Fremd. So this is a big opportunity field position-wise for Fremd.
Fremd with a chance to extend the lead here. Beutler split out wide. McGlade trying the right side.
Little different variation on that theme, and Groot runs wide again. And
picked up about 2 yards.
Garrett Groot follows Scott Hoffman for a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 at the Saxon 39.
Piling on Maine West. It's a running clock game in this play. It's 43-0. Spartans. 10-15 left on the third.
Fremd at the line. McGlade flips it back. Overthrows number 24, Halverson, or Konopka rather.
Schaumburg had about 9 guys in the box that time, and Fremd tried to take advantage of it with that pass, but wasn't able to execute it.
Fremd pass defender, or the Schaumburg pass defender, was not fooled by that. Essentially a flea flicker, though Beutler did not take the snap to begin with. So 3rd and 8 here. The Saxons looking for a stop.
Beutler out wide, and it's Groot, and here's Groot got the football in the direct snap.
And he's going to lose about a yard.
Defense is starting to... Schaumburg defense is flying around and playing very well right now.
Yes, they are. That defensive speed is coming in handy there. So Vikings going to have to punt it here. Try to pin Schaumburg deep. Oh, they're going for a field goal. This would be a 58-yarder.
This is...
He does have a heck of a leg.
Unusually long attempt in high school football.
The kick is, oh no, and it's nowhere near.
Didn't get that one right. Goes...
Had to wonder about that, going for that.
Out of bounds at...
So it's not professional rules where they turn it over from the point of the kick. They're getting it at the 20. So
Fremd,
as good as a punt.
And no return, so not a bad outcome for Fremd after all. Stark didn't get as much anywhere near on that ball as he's gotten on some other kicks tonight.
No height on that at all.
Now it looks like they're putting it down at the 15-yard line. I don't know if there was a 5-yard penalty involved in this. That's what it is. It's 1st and 10 Schaumburg from their own 15-yard line, so they've got 85 yards to go.
So keeper by Smith,
Stacy
up the middle, going nowhere.
Stacy runs into a big pile up that time.
They're going to give him a foot on that carry. So 2nd and a long 9.
Fremd normally plays a 4-man line with 2 linebackers and 5 defensive backs, but they've got 3 defensive backs deep and everyone else up close to the line of scrimmage.
Again, off the right side or left side, picked up about a yard.
Smith finding no meaningful room that time.
The Viking players trying to get their fans to make some noise here, make it a little more difficult for the Schaumburg offense. The Vikings could use a stop. But we've seen Schaumburg convert this kind of yardage before. Two wides to the right, one to the left. And a timeout by Schaumburg. So maybe that Fremd noise caused some confusion out there. Schaumburg going to talk it over, make sure they know what they're doing. 3:09 left in the third period.
Well, the way Fremd has stopped the run here, even for a great running team like Schaumburg, it might be a pass play coming up right now. It's probably had something to do with the timeout here.
Well, we've only seen one pass by Schaumburg this evening. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
They've got 3 receivers wide on this in this set.
So a handoff to number 34, brought down at the 35 after picking up the first down. 34, Michael Jones.
They had a couple of receivers wide right that cleaned out some of the defensive backs, moved them over way to the right, and they ran the ball in a crossing situation in the backfield to the left. Once he got beyond the line, there wasn't too much heavy traffic there on the defense. He picked up the first down.
So Smith hands it off up the middle, met on almost immediately. Gain of 2.
And that's Young carrying the ball, the tailback. A big 190-pound running back. Picks up a couple of yards. And Smith looking around. He's got 4 receivers wide this time. 1 crosses.
And flag flies. They're blowing this play dead. False start on Schaumburg. That'll cost him 5. Fremd bench again calling for their fans to make some noise. See if the Fremd defense can get a stop here.
Pressure on Schaumburg.
2nd and 13.
2nd and 13, and they're behind for the first time this year at this stage of a football game, I believe.
Keeper by Smith. Bounces it outside, but he's cut down. Great open field tackle. Did not see who made that tackle. It's going to be
Fremd
3rd
defense
and 12.
Playing pretty well the last few series here.
So Fremd again, 3rd and long. The Viking faithful making some noise. Smith back to pass, puts it up. Caught by number 34 down about the 42-yard line. 34, Michael Jones. So Smith with his first pass completion of the night. So about the 41-yard line. Schaumburg with a 1st and 10. About a minute left to go in the third period.
Here
Number
goes
3 around the outside. Brian Tuma picked up a couple. So the Viking defense able to get Schaumburg into 3rd and long a couple times here, and the Saxons able to convert it. Time running out here at the end of the third period. Probably one more play. Hand off up the middle, number 21. They're saying the fumble. Vikings say they have it.
Still no signal, but Fremd players are indicating that they got the ball. They do have the ball. They do have the ball. So Fremd out in front in the turnover department tonight gets another one.
And McNeil Young coughing that one up.
Schaumburg was working hard on the drive there, and it's all over at about the 35-yard line of Fremd, where they give up the football and on a fumble. Here comes the big Fremd offensive unit ready to put the ball in play again.
Beutler split out wide to the right. McGlade tries off the guard. Not much there. Picked up maybe a yard.
Sopel for making the tackle. He's in on defense right now, number 66.
And that's the end of the third period. The score, Fremd 22, Schaumburg 21. So we got a barn burner here at Hildebrandt Field at Fremd.
Fremd holding on 22-21 and creating some opportunities for themselves by forcing some turnovers tonight.
Record so far this year is 7-7-6. Second in the MSL West.
So Barrington leading Palatine 21-0 in the fourth quarter.
Barrington is the other team that's in the mix for the title, having lost only one game in the conference, and that was to Schaumburg. So they're done playing Schaumburg. They beat Fremd. And I believe they end with Hoffman Estates next week, which is likely to be a victory. So they're apt to finish with one defeat.
Beutler back to pass, puts up a long one. Got number 10 at the 30-yard line. A.J. Halverson on the reception. So that's a good gain for Fremd. Halverson having to wait for that ball to get to him again, but able to pull it in that time. The ball at the Schaumburg 28-yard line. Hands off to the motion man. Number 22 breaks a tackle.
And he's gone. That same touchdown play that worked so many times. It goes for a touchdown right now. And Fremd is extending its lead. Two big plays there. Beutler with a pass and Grote with the lashing run to the left and into the end zone.
Grote able to power through a tackle there about the 10-yard line. Flag on the play. Dead ball, personal foul against Fremd.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. But apparently after the touchdown was scored. So Fremd lining up for the extra point here.
If you had the option to tack this onto the kickoff if you were Schaumburg, that would certainly be favorable, and that's what they're going to do.
It's good.
Stark getting with the extra point.
So we have a 29 to 21 game with 11:42 left to play in the football game. Fremd on top,
leading by 8 points.
And Schaumburg has not been behind in the second half of any game all season. They've had some deficits early in a couple of games, but they did tonight early, and I think perhaps in one other game, but this is the most second half pressure they've had all year by a lot. They're usually starting to pull away about this time.
Or have already pulled way away.
They've had a lot of their games wrapped up by this stage of the ball game.
So the kickoff after the penalty going to come from the 25-yard line. Schaumburg looks to good field position out of this. Stark's got a good leg, but it isn't that good. Short kick to start with, coming down about the 30-yard line.
Smith has the ball. This is Smith.
Across the 50 to about the 47.
Makes it all the way to the 47, 46-yard line on that. Where Schaumburg will have excellent field position and an opportunity to, well, they could tie it up if they do a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So it's a one-score. It's still a one-score game here.
Yes, it is. 11:35. Schaumburg with the ball and from territory.
Showing more of a passing formation, but they run out of it with. There's the crossing pattern with Tuma that we've seen quite a bit tonight, and it works well for a first down.
Picks about 12 yards.
Curled it in real tight that time. They're starting to do that a little more off of that play. Both of these teams are impressive football teams. I think they'll both do well in the playoffs. Here's
keeper by Smith.
Looking, he's got his receiver.
So number 8, Sedaris Patterson for another first down.
Patterson
out to 21, 22.
Catching the football. He's played a lot of defense tonight, and he's been in a little bit on offense. And there he was as a receiver.
So the Fremd sideline again calling for some noise from their fans. Smith. Not a lot around the right side. Looked like he might have made it about to the 20-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. They're saying no gain on the play. So the Fremd defense able to spread that one out very nicely. 2nd and 10. Viking defense looking for a stop here. Handoff to Tuma again.
Tuma curls it in again.
Brought down about the 15, 14, looks like. So 3rd and 2, good pickup by Tuma there.
That veteran Schaumburg offensive lineman, one player, 4 years of experience, 2 for 3, and then another one for 2. That's a very veteran offensive line there for Schaumburg, and they're playing very well on this drive.
So hand up the middle.
And
Oh, another fumble. Looked like Sedaris Patterson on the carry, but Saxons retain possession there.
Rumbles for a first down.
Able to fall on the football. It's not only going to move or keep possession for the Saxons, it's going to
So first and goal from the 6-yard line.
First and goal now.
timeout called by the Vikings.
Vikings want to talk things over. They call timeout. 9:44 left to go.
Right place at the right time. Now this is very reminiscent of last week's.
Well, this game is certainly living up to its billing. As you know, the top two running teams, and both have run well tonight. We haven't seen any 80-yard runs, but we've seen a tremendous number of 10 and 12-yard runs throughout the evening. These teams are piling up the yardage here, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. We've had 50 points scored total between the teams right now.
The Vikings the beneficiaries of 2 turnovers, which have kept them in this game.
And we've got 9:44 remaining, and Schaumburg is banging on the door right here. That timeout. It's first down. I think we'll see a run here. There's
Handoff to
Tuma again,
Tuma.
and he's in the end zone.
He's in for the touchdown.
He's in for a touchdown on it.
Ryan Tuma in for Saxon's touchdown.
5 yards away. Now it's
So Tuma brings them to within 2.
I think a lot of that play started with Tracy
Stacy.
moving a few steps to his right, and the Fremd defense seemed to shift a little more than they should have, and boom, went back to Tuma the other way, and he had a nice hole waiting for him.
So Schaumburg going to go for 2 here, trailing 27-29. From defense, looking for a stop to maintain their lead. Smith rolling to his right. Throws, and it's knocked away.
Knocked away. Tried to float it in there. And
Number
the
36,
defense,
that's John Van Duke on the defense.
very good coverage by Van Duke that resulted in that ball being batted away. Both teams moving the ball. We're apt to see another 2-3 touchdowns scored the way things are going.
So we'll see what happens. Kick is up, it's short. Comes down at the 17-yard line. Number 4 across the 30.
Notaro, I think.
Nate Notaro again. So about the 32-yard line. Fremd will have decent field position to start off with.
Going to be marked at the 32, first and 10.
So
We're probably going to see more of Groot on that slashing angular play that they've been using all night, where he starts left and ends up going right. Here he is over flanked out to the left and coming across. Gets the football. There it is. Not too much that
2
time.
yards.
Yeah, only about 2 yards that time.
Derek Groot for a gain of 2. Second and 8 for the Vikings at their own 34.
clock running.
Second down and 8 from the Viking 34. Andrew Braden alongside Mike Pitt. He's my guy. He does the best work. I'm glad we paired with him.
8 guys in the box for Schaumburg.
It's like about a
Root gets
1-yard
the
gain.
ball. This time it's only about a yard, so that brings up 3rd and about 7 or 8. 7.
There's an injured Viking on the field. Got an injury timeout.
It's not Beutler who's standing there.
So we'll be back in a moment. So McGlade able to walk off under his own power. Looks like he might have tweaked an ankle there. Cold night. Could be a muscle cramp. Could have been a little twist on the ankle, hard to tell. But still 3rd and 7. So Fremd back out onto the field. Schaumburg back out onto the field. Fremd needing to move the chains here. Keep this drive alive. Beutler puts the ball up. Oh, the offensive man becomes the defensive player, number 85 down there. Cameron Parker playing a little defense. Ball well overthrown. So Fremd going to have to punt it away here. 8:37 left in the game. So Smith and Carlson back, waiting for this punt. It's up.
This time, fair catch called. They had some problems with a ball earlier where they fumbled one under pressure from the kicking team, and the ball was recovered.
So Carlson with the fair catch at
Fremd.
35.
But this time they played the safe route and took the fair catch, and the ball is now in Schaumburg's possession at their own 35-yard line. They're trailing by 2. They've got plenty of time. Time's not a factor here yet. And only trailing by 2.
So a handoff to 34, who looks like he's going to lose yardage.
That was Michael Jones on an end around.
Looks like he lost about a yard. Maybe a little more than a yard. Call it 2nd and 11.
I think we're about due for a keeper from Stacy Smith about this time. They've spreading the defense out. They've got 4 receivers wide.
And there's the keeper
Stacy
around the right side.
Goes for the keeper, and there he goes.
And he's off. He's forced out of bounds about the 35.
Forced out of bounds, but
number 44, Jack Hansen, able to force him out of bounds there.
Flag or?
Yes, it's a hold against Schaumburg. Wow, that's a costly penalty.
That is really a big penalty.
So wipes out a big gain.
Back all the way. That was near the line of scrimmage. So we're going backwards all the way to about the 23, I believe.
20, what, the 22?
22-yard line. So probably happened just behind the line of scrimmage a little ways. 2nd and 24.
Smith rolling to his right.
Rolling.
And
looking,
he's going to be sacked. Brought down about the 20-yard line. Good defense by Fremd. Receivers well covered. Smith not able to run away from the defense there. So this drive going in reverse. Third and about 27, 28 yards here. So Smith with the keeper around the left side. Big hole, but not big enough. Fremd saying they have a football.
That
I didn't
brings
notice
up
a fumble.
Fourth and very long.
It's about 4th and 14.
The 2 point starts to look a little larger right about this time. 6.5 minutes, and Fremd getting the football. The unbeaten string of Schaumburg is starting to look seriously jeopardized here.
Very short kick.
Will go out of bounds at about the 44 or so of Fremd. Fremd will have the football, and just over 6 minutes remaining in the game, 6:07. Holding on to a 2 point lead.
The snap dropped, fumbled, recovered, and then quick kicked away. Very short punt. So Fremd with great field position on their own 44-yard line.
This is one of those easy ones for a color man. This is ball control time. 6 minutes to go. Couple of first downs means
hands off to Groot and around out past the 40.
It's a bread and butter play that's worked all night. It gets stopped once in a while, but most of the time the blocking is there, and here we go. They're
up to the
down first down at 39. The 39 of Schaumburg.
6 minutes.
Groot has piled up a lot of yardage again tonight. He had such a big night a week ago against arch rival Palatine, and he's piling it up tonight on Schaumburg.
Groot waiting for the snap. Beutler gets it, hands it off again. Dropped for a loss.
Groot got it.
Groot
yet again, but this time Schaumburg penetrated pretty well, and
loss of about 5 yards.
You're trying for ball control. Loss of 5 is a minor catastrophe. Well, I think we'll see a probably thinking about a pass play here fairly soon, perhaps on this down.
So Beutler and Groot in the background. Oh, that's 32, not 22. So Cody Patnod in the backfield there, keeps it up to the 35.
Another running back.
Timeout by Schaumburg. So Patnod on, giving the Vikings a change of pace. 4:38 left to go. 3rd and 5. They really need to convert this. They do not want to give the ball back to Schaumburg with more than 4 minutes to play. Hard to make a 2-point lead hold up.
First down, and then they get inside the 30 here with a first down, and they're in field goal range for Stark. So
though you'd really prefer a touchdown, Schaumburg can score awfully quickly. So 3rd and 6 coming up here. Patnod staying in the backfield. Keeps it. He's going nowhere.
Had a lot of blockers for him there. That was strictly a run play all the way. It brings
up by Schaumburg.
Brings up 4th down with 4 minutes 31 seconds, and Fremd holding on to a 29-27 lead. 4:31 to go in the game. Fourth down, that's at the 35. It'd be a 52-yard attempt from here.
You would think Beutler would give you more options at quarterback, but they kept the running back Patnod in there.
Is that a better situation than going for it here? Are you in 4-down territory?
So Fremd probably going to kick it one way or the other here. You do not want to give Schaumburg the ball in that good a field position.
Final score displays number 450-0.
So this play looming large here.
36.
Looks like Fremd going to go for it.
Fremd, yeah, they're good. Beutler out there in the middle of that 3-man receiving group there. Beutler gets
back.
it, he throws it.
And it looks like it reception, and yes, like he was inbound at the 25.
Fremd is celebrating, and it appears to be a 1st down. The referee is signaling to move the flags and move the chains, and
I think that was 85 Cameron Parker on the reception there. So there's
Beutler's poise and experience coming in big time right there. Clock running, fresh set of downs. We're getting on toward 4 minutes left in the ball game. Fremd still leading by 2. And now inside the 25.
Beutler hands off to Groot around the right side. Not a whole lot.
There's not much there, yeah.
The clock's still running.
Schaumburg's used up its timeout, so clock is just ticking away here.
Trying to get some feeling back in that ankle, trying to play through pain. I don't think we're going to see him for the rest of the evening. Watch it on, hoping his Vikings can take a victory away from Schaumburg. It will be the Saxons' first victory of the year. It is snapping 3-game losing streak to Schaumburg. None of these kids at Fremd High School have beaten the Saxons at the varsity level yet. Direct snap, there goes Garrett Groot up the middle.
Garrett Groot up the middle.
You'll see the spot.
Good pickup. Bring up about 3rd and 2.
Garrett inside the 20, brought down at the 17-yard line.
Groot has really come on as a runner the last 2-3 weeks.
And the Vikings have needed him. So Groot again in the background, a keeper up the middle.
Looks like
he's going to be close. He's close.
Let's see where that one gets marked. We're down to 2.5 minutes and ticking away.
4th and inches. Looks like he's about a half a foot short.
Well, they make this one and the game is effectively over.
Coming down to 2 minutes.
Coming down to 2 minutes. This is the ball game right here. Well, that 2-point spread has gotten awful big right now.
So there's a timeout by Fremd. They want to talk it over. Don't want to blow it with 2 minutes left and inches to go. So Fremd going to talk it over.
Barrington has already taken on the Schaumburg Saxons. They fell 33-21. However, Barrington did score a 35-21 victory over Fremd 2 weeks ago. A Fremd victory here would put the Vikings, the Broncos, and the Saxons.
Well, we could be heading for a three-way tie here. Barrington appears to have beaten Palatine tonight. They were way ahead the last we saw, and Fremd, should they make this first down, would almost certainly put this game away to bring Schaumburg to a one-loss record. And Fremd has one loss, so we'd have a three-way tie.
Barrington did win 27-0 over Palatine. That's a final.
Final Barrington winning. So here we go. This is to break the winning streak right here.
To Groot, direct snap, and he's got it.
He's got it. That almost certainly does it. Only a turnover, or we're with 4 plays to run and only a minute and 56 seconds on the clock.
And the clock is running. Inside a minute 50 now.
Undefeated Schaumburg 7-0. Fremd at 5-2, 2-1 in the conference.
Strict.
In the backfield.
Beutler is out, of course, and here goes Groot. He's got
Gruder on
some
the left
edge,
side,
and he's in for a touchdown. That does it. Schaumburg has met with defeat here tonight. It's now 35-27 with that touchdown, and we've got an extra point yet. So that puts it out of reach.
the extra point
Be a
would make it
9-point.
a two-score game rather.
Two-score game with a minute 25 is a virtual impossibility.
The kick is up and it's good.
It's good. It's long and through the middle. Makes it 36-27, a 9-point lead with a minute 25 to go. Schaumburg will get the football, but it's a two-score game with what certainly appears to be insufficient time, unless only they have 2 or 3 miracles occur to enable them to pull this one out.
They could possibly run one back for a touchdown,
and then
get the
onside kick and throw a long pass, or launch a long run. It could happen. It almost certainly has happened, but it's one of these things that's
it's a long shot.
So rare that when it does happen, it's talked about for years and years and years. So barring something like that, it appears like we've got a 3-way tie between 3 pretty impressive football teams that I think all 3 of these will do well in the state playoffs this year: Schaumburg, Fremd, and Barrington.
We'll see if Stark can get a touchback on this kickoff. Now it's a little pooch kick. Caught at the 32 and dropped almost immediately. They're saying it's a fumble, and Fremd recovers.
Fremd recovers that football. That does it right there. There's the celebration is ongoing now.
Number 30.
That's the football game, and
34. Michael Jones
pandemonium
all away.
Pandemonium on the sidelines of Fremd here as they realize that now even miracles cannot save Schaumburg, because it's strictly time for the victory formation and to run a minute and 21 seconds off this clock, seal this victory, and create a 3-way tie for the conference title.
So Fremd in the victory formation.
Fremd has
Takes a knee.
a challenging game next week, going up against Conant, which has quite a good passing attack. So they'll have to work to win that one. Although with their big offensive line and their good running game, I think they'll have an edge in that game, but it's not going to be real easy.
And we'll be at that game, Conant hosting Fremd next week. Time ticking away here at Fremd. 42 seconds left as Beutler takes the knee. And there'll be one more kneel down, and that'll be it. Schaumburg not able to stop the clock here. So it's been a while since Fremd has beaten Schaumburg, but it's happening here tonight. So 10 seconds left. No way to stop the clock. This game is over. Fremd beating the Saxons 36-27.
Both teams ran well, but that big offensive line and that play with Groot slashing, mostly coming across and cutting diagonally, sometimes curling it in, sometimes stretching it out to the sideline. That play was the dominant play of this game. They gained tremendous yardage off of that. So there it is, Fremd with its big line and its host of running backs, but Groot being the main ball carrier for them tonight. McLeod was in there too quite a bit, but they piled up a lot of yardage, kept Schaumburg's offense off the field quite a bit. Quite a bit of ball control here by Fremd, and it all factored into a 36-27 victory that creates a three-way tie between what I think are three fine football teams, Schaumburg, Fremd, and Barrington. Barrington won big and convincingly tonight over Palatine.
Fremd benefiting from 3 turnovers the Saxons made and come away with the win, again 36-27. So we'll be at Conant next year, or next week rather, to see these Fremd Vikings take on the Conant Cougars. Well, that's it for this HETV Game of the Week, and it was a good one. Bruce Anderson for John Anderson and Rick Signorella bidding you good night from Fremd High School.